Well, hey guys, what is up? What is going on out there today? Yeah, Brent Abel here with WebTennis.com. Another episode. What's the right shot? Another chance to learn from Mark Vines today. And so I am going to stop it. Well, we stopped it right here. And shot choice, right? You going up the line? Are you going cross court? Are you going to go right down low at Eric's feet? You know, what's your shot choice here? And so in Mark's case, he decides that he's going to play it up the line, sort of, right? Doesn't flirt with the sideline over there. But what he does here is what very, very few players recognize, is that they've now got that opponent stretched out right here. And this is stretched out. This is not, not where that opponent over there can quickly recover. And Mark recognizes that. I don't think this is his intention, because he doesn't know for sure that Eric is going to get stretched out, because he could have guessed, right, that Mark was going up the line. But once Mark recognizes he's got him stretched out, what does he do? He starts thinking about, what can I do to take time away from whatever shot that Eric plays back, right? And so that's exactly what he does. And look, Eric's took a step or two there just to recover, meaning that the step or two is going away from the middle of the court. And Mark's simply going, okay, well, as you're recovering, I'm going to take this ball early and I'm going to volley it. Wow, you mean you're going to volley it from halfway between the baseline and the service line? How is that possible? Well, this is how the top players do it right here. What the top players don't do is, when they recognize that they've stretched an opponent out, is they don't just stand here and wait to see what comes back, right? They just anticipate that unless the guy makes an unbelievable backhand volley here, and if that's the case, fine, it's just 1 point, right? It's not like this doesn't work every time. If the guy makes an unbelievable shot, that's maybe going to happen maybe 1 out of 10 times. And so Mark goes, well, what can I do here to take their time to recover? And this is what you do, is you take the ball, you don't need to let it bounce, don't need to back up and try another passing shot. All you need to do is just be here early, knowing that you've got a lot of court to just bump this volley into, and there you have it. So you got to get good at recognizing when you stretch someone out on your passing shot that, first of all, it's always going to be a two-shot mindset, right? So if you're thinking here on this approach, on this passing shot, that your only chance is to play an outright one-shot winner, whether it's up the line, whether it's cross court. Well, the problem with that mindset is you put so much pressure on yourself, because there's another voice that goes, well, gosh, if I go up the line and the guy guesses there, now it's not a winner. You're kind of disappointed. You're feeling like you failed. Or if you don't completely thread the needle, and now all of a sudden the timing's a little bit to where the guy gets a play on it, all right, same deal. You know, your confidence kind of takes a hit. As opposed to, it's always a two-shot mindset, right? You could be thinking that this is going to get past the guy, but you're always considering the possibility that it won't, and you're ready for this situation right here. Stretched him out, right? And now what can we do to take time away? What can we do to eliminate his time to recover? And by stepping forward and volleying, guess what? The target's enormous. If you stay back on this and let this ball bounce, my God, it's just such a tough pass now, because you've allowed your opponent to take that one-step recovery, and now you've got a really tricky passing shot. So I want you to be aware. I want you to be really aware of this opportunity here for you and start taking advantage of it. All right, look, guys, any questions, let me know down in the comments area. Any questions, comments, remarks, feedback, love to read it. And and go ahead and respond to it. And I'm going to play this point in slow motion for you. And look, it's time. We got to get out there. We got to help someone else have a spectacular day. Guys, see you again next time. One more time, real time, and then here comes a slow-mo. Hey guys, I highly recommend Mark's senior tennis camps over at Set Camps. Best way to get in touch with him, get more information, mevtennis@hotmail.com. Really hope today's episode was helpful for you. If so, please click that like button on YouTube. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel and click the notification bell as well, so you are always alerted every time I go live and or upload new content. And yeah, if you've not picked up my course yet, 20-minute private video on the 4 parts between points routine, you got to get on this thing. It's a huge difference maker in your game. 80% of the time when we're playing a match, guess what? We're not playing points. That time is spent between points and on side changes, and when you manage that time really well, you tend to consistently play the other 20% of the match, which is, during the points, you tend to play at the very top of your skill level, point after point after point. Go on over to webtennis.com, drop in a first name, email address, and you'll get immediate access to that private, free video on my very specific 4 parts between points routine.